Well, once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are in IMPA Events Week. We're well and truly underway. Following on from our session this morning on the Marine Stores Guide, taking very much an IT focus, we're continuing now with a presentation from Raphael at Boa Praca, and he's going to be talking us through ERP Integration Challenges and everything that's involved with that from a ship chandlery perspective. I'm not going to delay. I'm going to hand over straight away to Raphael. Raphael, over to you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Raphael de Araújo. I am from Boa Praca Group, and we are here today for this innovation webinar session. And we will discuss about ERP integration challenges for a ship chandler business. First of all, I would like to thank IMPA office for this great opportunity to share some knowledge and ideas with you, and also would like to thank all single of you here who are in this webinar session, spending some time to hear me about our company presentation and some news regarding our investments in technology in the shipping industry. Before jumping to our discussion, I would like just to provide you an overview of discussion topics that we want to have today. So first, I will introduce myself, and then I introduce a little bit our company, Boa Praca. And after that, we will talk about some topics like why a fully integrated ERP system is a key success factor in the ship supply, and the main challenges when we implementing our ERP system. We'll talk about this point, the importance of data standardization, the lessons we learned regarding our full integration, the data integration with Sea Proc, e-procurement software, and the main innovations of QR codes tracking system, Internet of Things, and after that, the main results after ERP full integration. I hope all of you enjoyed the presentation. And after that, we will open a question and answer session. So thanks again, and let's start. So my name is Raphael de Araújo. I am commercial manager at Boa Praca Group. I am based in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I am responsible for all sales development in Brazil, as well as cross-border relationships globally. I am responsible for 3 business units within the group, in Vitória, in Rio de Janeiro, and Macaé. I have experience working in ship chandler business at more than 10 years. I hold an MBA certificate in commercial management, and also I did international business and foreign trade as a degree. So, Boa Praca Ship Supply is a one-stop supplier for all stores and provisions. Boa Praca specializes in supply of provisions, bonded, and general stores. Our stores have supplied the maritime industry for nearly 70 years, serving all major ports in Brazil. Our company is considered the dominant player in this maritime market niche. In the last half-century of operation, our company created an enormous reputation with its thousands of national and international customers, always providing top-of-the-line products and service. But to reach this reputation over the years, Boa Praca had to build a structure that includes planned installations, suitable technology, and experienced staff and integrated logistics. Boa Praca is the only ship supply in Brazil with 3 branch offices in the southeast of Brazil. These areas corresponds around 80% of the oil and gas exploration in our country. Our strategy, location, and infrastructure enables the group to provide the best logistic solution to its customers, avoiding extra charge or transportations from one port to another, keeping always our high-quality standard till the end of the supply chain. So, we have our head office in Vitória, in Espírito Santo, since 1950. Other ones in Rio de Janeiro, our main office, do high-buzzy ports, and another one, strategical branch in Macaé, near Açu Port, always to grant high quality in fresh provision and agility in our deliveries. So we're going to talk about this topic. Why is a fully integrated ERP system a key success factor in ship supply? In the ship chandler market, it is extremely important to think about agility and assertiveness. Suppliers cannot make mistakes because due to high bureaucracy and reducing mooring time, we do not have the time to come back on board again and correct any failure. ERP is a system that integrates business operations with online features to bring more dynamism to the organization. Having an ERP helps the enterprise gain a competitive advantage, especially in the commercial, purchasing, operation, and financial departments. The key to understanding ERP software is thinking about integration. ERP connects a company system to streamline workflow, share information between different departments, and provide information about a company operations. With the ERP system stores all the company data in a single relational database. Employers enter the data and access the information through modules designed specifically for each functional area, but always linked together. Storing all the data of a company in a single database makes it possible to consult information and generate reports. This allows a view of how the company is operating and how business process improvements can be made to save and increase profits. Therefore, a single database provides a complete set of data so that everyone has a holistic view of a company performance. Again, the timing is the key to be a better ship chandler. And what are the main challenges when implementing a new ERP system? Changing the mindset of employees to believe that a new system can facilitate process and make them believe that will be easier to work with. The worst barriers are those that confront the organizational structure of companies or changing already established process that usually depends on the interaction with people, so relationship. It is not new for any manager to find employees who feel threatened when such an implementation occurs. And it's true, we cannot be naive and think that implementing an ERP does not threaten anyone in the company. It changes the management process. So let's just analyze. What are the main objectives of a company when deciding to implement a management set? We need to review the process and eliminate the rework, improve controls over the process, generate data to transform them into a reliable information, make the business management more realistic, supported by its own statistical data, and thus obtain support on making decisions. A dissatisfied employee can boycott the implementation, causing delays in the project and losses to the company. Financial investments are high, and it is always very difficult to make the decision to continue doing more of the same or risk something new and keep growing in the market. We choose ERP Sankhya. It's one of the leading providers of integrated corporate management solutions in Brazil. Sankhya solutions helped us transforming operational data into valuable management information to ensure a more effective and accurate making decision process. Sankhya solutions are designed with customizable Android web and mobile structures to streamline making decisions and ultimately generate profit and productivity gains. What is the importance of data standardization? The data stores and manages the most valuable assets of companies. This happens because the market is increasingly competitive and accelerated, requiring companies to respond quickly and assertively, and in addition to well-planned and executed strategies. The database stores information, and in competitive battle, information is the power game. When we have both a well-managed database and quality information, the result is usually success. With this, it is possible for the manager to analyze which direction his company is heading in order to correct the route or intensify some actions. The standardization of data must be followed by the users of the database so that there are no errors in the reports. Through the data, there's a greater alignment of expectations, productivity, and goals among all departments, so that none works without knowing the situation of others, avoiding conflicts, operation failures. As a consequence, the operational risks of the organizations are reduced because the actions can be re-coordinated and commanded together. At the final of the chain, we have an increase in quality and productivity for our clients. So, what are the lessons learned from Boa Praca ERP full integration? The first lesson is that was not so fast as we would imagine. It took to us 4 years to have all 3 units running with ERP at the same time. Only in the last year, we could reap some benefits of ERP implementation, and during this current year, we can access reliable information in real time, also through our mobile device. It was very important that we appointed key users from each department to feel part of the project. It's always very important for all users to be very aligned to avoid hindering in the implementation of the project. It was very important to the implementation in phases. Vitória being the first unit to receive the ERP, followed by Macaé, and then our main warehouse in Rio de Janeiro. We decided to leave our main office in Rio de Janeiro to the end to mitigate any risks and with our learning in the other 2 first implementations. So it's always very important, again, over the implementation, to carry out and validate reports in all areas, with special attention to avoid errors in the informations. The data integration with Sea Proc. So Sea Proc is a maritime e-procurement system and interface directly with some fleet management systems. The requests for quote or purchase orders are automatically retrieved by Sea Proc and distributed for the suppliers. Once the suppliers have the request for quotation, they can respond with a quote directly into the Sea Proc system. Sea Proc is used by our main customer, and for this reason, in order to obtain more agility and assertiveness, we decided to integrate our ERP Sankhya with Sea Proc system. Our main challenge to integrate the programming language used by Sea Proc with our system. Another challenge we faced was linking the items in our data with those of our customers, which unfortunately is not always possible due to some customers don't have a standard padronization on board to make the requests. So here an example. So we have a dashboard here of Sea Proc in our system, and we can see different items with same codes. And that's the problem, to linking these codes to our codes. But when they receive the correct requisitions, the items requested on board are automatically linked with ours. And with this, avoid manual typing from item to item, avoiding user errors. The supply lists are instantly posted in our system and ready for pricing. We spend maximum 10 minutes to get all the items of quotation from our client linked in our system. So that's an example, like apple green, we can translate for massa verde in Portuguese. And here we have a dashboard integrated from Sea Proc in our system Sankhya. So here we can see all the POs, all the requests for quotation, and all items. The main gain is for sure the agility in the price returns for the customers. We'll talk about main innovations and results from QR codes tracking system, Internet of Things. We are understanding the importance of technology. Our company decided to invest in logistics projects. More than identify an item, an important function of this tool is to store very important information about a certain product, ensuring that it's possible to record this data. The high adherence to the code even facilitates several processes considered important for the business, such as the stock control or for sales. By association, the barcode resource such as electronic reader and the management software, it is possible to achieve more agility and automation in the tasks. In general, this reduces the time needed to register an activity within an internal movement or a sale, generating more efficiency and more productivity. The use of barcodes is also important to decrease the number of errors in the process, especially those caused by human interference. All items entering and leaving our stock are validated by the barcode scanner, and a label is printed to identify the item in our stock. So we have here a picture of our stock. We can do the entrance of all items with barcode. And after that, we print a label and identify in our stock. Okay, we have our staff. And here we have a TV checking all the phases of our delivery. With this process of check-in and check-out, we are able to track all the items supplied on board the vessels, as well the origin of each item. With all these informations, we are able to update and assist with reports to our customers and requests from board. And after all this, what are the main results after ERP full integration? Online KPIs for commercial, operation, purchase, and financial departments, security on information in all the operations, and a centralized corporate service of the commercial, purchase, and financial for the 3 units of our group. We can get agility and accuracy on value chain. We have achieved around 98%. We have average response time for quotations within maximum 3 hours, and 22% revenue growth in 2019. So thanks again, and I hope you have enjoyed the presentation. And now I would like to open the session for any question. Hello, everyone.
Well, thanks for that, Raphael. There are some questions coming up short. One question I had was, how long does this sort of process take from start to finish?
So we spent 4 years. We beginning in 2014, beginning with check what the ERP is very good for us to adapt our operations, and after that, in phases, we have done the implementation in each branch. So 4 years we spent to have full implementation in general group.
Okay, because I mean, you've described this process as a change management process in a way, didn't you, at the start of your presentation? So I was expecting it's not a small undertaking, is it? And I know, talking to lots of others in the industry, you know, this can be a real challenge. So what aren't you telling us, Raphael? What are the real tough challenges underneath this? I mean,
so Dom, in the past, Boa Praca had a general manager in each brand, and when we are talking about persons, that's the problem. The change of culture to understand that with software we can do better with more agility, and that's the problem when we need to talk with persons and show them that is the way to be a better ship chandler with correct informations, with agility in our deliveries. And we believe that the problem is due to the culture we have for all these years working at the same way.
Yes. Okay. All right. No, that's good. So question was coming in to say, you know, what's next? how do you see this developing then into the future?
So, in my personal view, I've been seeing in the last years several movement of some giant catering and ship manager and ship owners using the unique systems. I believe in the near future, maybe we can get a digital platform with a standard provisions list to get fast replies in the quotations. We spend a lot of time with repeatable tasks to translate the items we receive from the caterings or owners. And this process of translation and typing in the system, we spend a lot of time. So I believe in the near future, the machine learning solutions maybe will be cheaper, and we can full automate our systems. I believe this shipping industry will go ahead with this kind of digital platform. That's my opinion.
So I've got a question coming from my old friend Liam Herbert, saying, how do you manage the efforts required when responding to different buyers with different ERP systems and platforms?
So that's one of our problems when we have done the implementation, because we have some different language softwares working together with our. So for that, we spend a lot of time. We have some persons working all day to ensure that the systems are talking the same language. That's it. And for that, the time is running. And for that, we spent 4 years to have all integration working at the same time in all the companies of our group, in Rio, in Vitória, and Macaé.
Okay. Interesting. So, Rafael, you've got a booth this week. I understand Boa Praca have a booth. So, if any of our visitors would like to pay you a visit, they can do that, can't they? So
yes, of course, there will be a pleasure to can talk with anyone.
Yeah.
We are here for that.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I'll hand over to Dom, and he'll close the session. Can I say thank you, Rafael, and hope to
thank you guys.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending, everyone. One more session coming up today, so stay tuned for that, and we'll speak to you all soon. Thank you very much, Rafael. Thank you.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Good afternoon.